There we are. Hey, you guys, I see a few of you there. I can get my post my shop at the bottom here if it will give me a chance to do so. Oh, let me turn me down. I don't want to hear myself. Okay. All right. Somebody comment. Let me know that you're out there. Oh, here we go. Now I see. I just didn't scroll down far enough. Hey, Brenda Wade. How are you, girl? It is warm today. Hey, Brenda Housley. Let me pin it. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me close my door here. I meant to do that. Okay. How is everybody today? All right. This is I am Melissa Freeman with Burlap Boutique, and welcome to Designing Gals. Today I am going to show you guys how to make a mason jar bathroom vanity set for your bathroom. I've used these for several years, uh, and yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do them. Now, you can make these with recycled jars, or you can buy new jars. I always buy the new jars. If you do use recycled jars, you do need to clean them with alcohol before you start painting them. Now, I have used acrylic paint to paint these with as well as paint. I prefer the chalk paint, but acrylic paint will work as well. So another tip, if you're using the acrylic paint, if you'll go ahead and put a coat of the polyacrylic on there, it gives the acrylic paint something to grab onto. So that's just a tip. With the chalk paint, I don't have any issues, so I go ahead and just paint directly with that. All right. Hey, Kieran. Hi, Mary and Cynthia. Thank you guys for joining. Say hello and tell me where you're from. Appreciate you guys joining today. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I've got some orders for these. I do have a navy, and I like to use this ocean color, the Waverly that I pick up at Walmart. Add a little bit of water to this, but usually if I add water, I just like tip my brush in a little bit of water, and I don't know, that might be okay. Let's see. And my brushes I usually pick up at Dollar Tree. I just pick up the makeup brushes. Sometimes they have the Wet n Wild brand, sometimes they have this e.l.f. brand, so I just pick up whatever they have, and I'm just going to tap my brush a little in the water. Sometimes the chalk paint can get a little thick. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and let's start painting this one. These are new jars, so I did not clean them, but like I said, if you do use recycled jars or any kind of glass, and of course you can use whatever you want, you should clean it with alcohol first. I like to use these ball jars because there's raised wording on them, and that gives me something to distress. And with this chalk paint, 2 to 3 coats. Sometimes you can get by with 2 coats, but probably do 3. We'll see. Hi, Janie and Susan. I'm going to have to turn my, hey, Kitty. I'm going to have to turn my blow dryer on here for just a second. I've got to go get myself a heat gun, because that does work better, dries a little faster. We're going to use my old trusty small travel Conair here. Hey, Joan. Hi, Diana. Hey, Johnny. So you guys know, after me, let me turn this off. After me, you guys go over to Hardworking Mom and watch Lori with her Designing Gal edition today. And Doreen, Hewlett with Door Designs has a video out there. I think it's already posted, so you guys go watch that. And I do brush, when I brush this paint on, I brush in the same direction. Sometimes to get in the cracks, you might have to brush down, but I always go back over it. And I find that the horizontal lines look the best. But these are really cute to put on your bathroom vanity. You can put, and I'll show you at the end here, Q-tips in one, cotton balls in one, toothbrush. We're going to make one of them a soap dispenser. Hey, Katina and Mary. I do sell these in my shop in sets. Because of last year, mason jars became very hard to get a hold of. So I had to take them, I sell them on Amazon as well. I had to take them out of my shop because I could not find the mason jars to paint. But luckily, I've been able to find them at Target recently. So I've put them back in there. They're for sale again. But as I said, you can use any kind of jar you want. You can even paint old vases and do the same technique, and they're really cute. Paint them to match your own decor. Hi, Lila. Hi, Cent. Hey, Bonnie. And usually the chalk paint dries pretty fast on its own. So that's another reason I like to use it. Now these little smaller jars that I'm using, they used to be called Elite, but now I think they've changed the name of them to something else. But they come 4 in a box. It's more of like a designer series of the ball mason jars. But usually you can find them at Walmart. Of course, Walmart seems to be out of everything when I go shop. But like I said, I've had really good luck finding them at Target. Hey, Ross from Canada. How are you? You guys, if you're not members in our Designing Gal Market, make sure you go over there because we've got a discount code in there for you that you can use in all 4 of our shops. All the shops are listed along with the code. So please take advantage of that. That's why we put it there. Hi, Catherine. And I'm really excited. I've got my sublimation printer. I've got everything set up and working. Took me an afternoon, but I finally got everything I need. So I will be offering the metal signs. I've already started offering them in my shop. So if you guys like the wood signs, you can get the wood signs. If you like the metal signs, you can get the metal. They're in a variety of sizes too. I'm making small ones for tiered trays. So if you guys like the tiered trays, check that out. And if there's a size that you need that you don't see, just send me a note, because more than likely I can accommodate you. Thank you, Bev. I didn't see you on there. Hey, lady, how are you? Hi, Pamela. If you guys could sprinkle for me, that would be great. Okay, now this set has got 5 jars in it, and this is a quart. Then I've got the regular mouth quart. Of course, you can use the wide mouth, or just whichever. These are the regular mouth pints. And then these two, they used to be called Elite, but they come 4 in a box. And when I'm finished, I'll go over there and grab one of my boxes and tell you. It seems like it's called Bordeaux now, something like that. Hi, Sherry. Oh, Bev's ordering ribbon. Yay. That's fun. Okay, now, let's see. Which jar did I start with first? I hope they're dry enough to keep going. And the trick to this is not to push your brush. You know, don't really press hard on your jar. I just kind of lightly touch it. Thank you, Sherry. So I'm going to go ahead with my second coat here. And since this is a dark color, that might be enough. But we will see. But if you're ever in doubt, go ahead and put that third coat on there. I'm going to pour a little more paint out. A bit of a mess. These puppy pads come in handy too to use so that you don't get paint all over your mat. Hi, Amy Reese. How are you? Thank you, Lila. Hi, Bonnie. If you guys are new, you be sure and, oops, see, it's pulling just a little bit, so I've got to be a little softer with it. Make sure you like and follow my page and check out the rest of the Designing Gals in our market, Designing Gals Market, our free group on Facebook. If you're not a member, make sure you go in there and ask to join. We'll get you in it. Okay. So do you guys mainly make wreaths or do you make other things? Hey Tom, how are you doing? You're at work. Yeah, I'm at home, but that's the same thing as work. Always, always. I left this morning to go pick up my new glasses. So this is the first time I've had actually had real prescription glasses. Not quite sure that I like it yet, but I guess it's going to take some getting used to. Usually when I make these, I make several at a time, and I turn my fan on, and that helps dry. Hi, Peggy and Camille. Welcome, guys. That one looks like it needs to dry a little bit more. Well, I am going to pull out my coral set here that I've already got a coat on. So we will switch over to that. Thank you, Bev. All right, I need to make sure I don't have blue paint. It's going to come off on my orange jar here. I need a little bit of water for that. And this, I'm using the Craft Smart that I pick up at Michael's. And we're just going to get our second coat on here. But for the best results, let them dry really well in between coats. Just want to use as few strokes as possible. Okay, get the bottom. Amy. Amy says she dabbles a little bit in everything. That's what crafters do, don't they? They very rarely just craft one item. Katie says she loves these jars. I sent her a couple of sets a year or so ago for her new bathroom that she redecorated. I'm just adding a little bit of water to the end of my brush so that my paint smooths on a little bit better. Okay. Sorry about the hair dryer. We've had a little bit of rain today and it seems like it's a little humid outside. It's definitely humid in my garage. So I set up a little room in my house, one of my extra bedrooms, to do all my printing and heat pressing. And I'm doing all of my actual craft work out here in the garage. Hi, Neva. I like that name, Neva. Isn't there somebody on a soap opera? No, that was Reba. That's pretty too. I used to watch Guiding Light. All right, so I've got one more. 2 coats on our coral set, and it is going to have a third coat. And we'll get this quart jar. Put inside them. We decorated my daughter's wedding. We did the aisle. We used the jars and put candles in them. that's when I started really painting them and putting them out there for sale. I never realized how many uses these have. Yeah, you are watching paint dry. Believe me, they will be adorable when we get finished. Now, let's see if our blue is ready to continue. I believe it is. Okay. Oh, over here. We're going to touch a little bit of water. Now this one has one coat and it looks like it's covered really well. Now maybe we can get by with two. We'll see. Now they claim chalk paint you only have to use it once, but any chalk paint I've ever used, I've had to do at least 2 coats on furniture anyway. Just make sure these are nice and even and not real thick. Kind of a thin coat is what we're after. So it'll dry. Okay. Hi Gail and Pamela, thanks for joining. You can really see the chalk paint drying. This one feels dry. And the first few times I tried this, I didn't have my paint real even. But just remember to use thin coats. Yep, I think 2 coats is all we're going to have to do with the blue. Gail, I am making a, let me turn this, hang on just a second and I'll tell you. You might be able to hear me better once I turn this hair dryer off. I am showing you guys how to make a mason jar bathroom vanity set. We are using one set we're painting with chalk paint and the other we're painting. So, and I think we're going to be able to do just 2 coats on the blue. We're going to have to do 3 with the coral. The paint itself is a little bit thinner. But this chalk paint that you can pick up at Walmart, the Waverly, It's good. And they have some really nice, pretty, rustic looking colors. So you guys can just paint yourself a set to match your own bathroom decor. Is like the seafoam green, sea glass. And then I would say next would be the coral. And I also have a lot of orders for pink, which is surprising. Thank you, Gail. I've been painting these jars a long time. This is the very first item I started selling on Amazon Handmade. But I think I'm going to have to on, and then I will come back on tonight and finish them up. So I don't want to go into Lori's time. So you guys, I will probably, let me just tell you right now, what is today, Thursday? Okay, I do not have a ball game to go to. That's tomorrow. So how about you guys look for me again on my page around 7 Central, and I'll finish these up. So if you can't come back at 7 tonight, just look tomorrow. You can watch the replay. But I will, I'll show you how to distress them. Tie some twine around them for decoration, and then I'll show you how to put the soap pump together. And we'll clear coat them. The yellow, you see my yellow jar? It's actually, Amy, is the Craft Smart that you get at Michael's Craft Smart brand. But there is a chalk paint that Walmart sells. I think it's called rhubarb. I think it's called rhubarb, and it's their version of coral. It's just a little on the dark side. So when I buy that, I do mix a little white with it to lighten it up a little bit, because it does tend to be a little bit darker than this. But yeah, okay. I think, did I get all of those? Yeah, I think the blue ones are good. I don't believe we're going to need to do another coat on those. So let me make sure I don't have any wet paint on my hands. I usually have a little baby wipe close by, and I can't find them. I must be out. But those are good to clean your hands up with this paint. So you can use, again, you can use either acrylic paints, and you guys don't use the Apple Barrel brand. It is just too thin, and every time you try to paint another coat of paint, it like pulls the coat underneath off. So I would not recommend using Apple Barrel. I do like the Craft Smart brand, but the best, my very favorite, is the chalk paint, the Waverly. And if the color that they have is not exactly the color that you need, you can always add white or cream to it to lighten it, or another color to it to darken it. That's what I do. But it's like the consistency of it and the chalk, it just goes on very smooth and it dries nice. Okay. All right, we've got about 10 minutes. I think I might can get another coat of the coral on here. So I will get this started. And again, if you guys want to see me finish these up, I'll come back live tonight around 7. And if not, you can find the replay afterwards. But just don't put a whole lot of paint. You just want to do even, thin coats. And usually when I'm on the writing, I have to give a little extra care to that. Because when we distress it, that's what we're going to distress. We're going to distress all of the raised pieces on the jar, which is the wording and the measurements. But I just thought I'd do a little something different today, show you guys of something different you can do to decorate your home. Since I had some orders for these, thought I could just knock those out at the same time. And I will tell you this, I do like this Wet n Wild makeup brush better than the e.l.f. one. But you can use whatever you like. You can use whatever brushes you have. You don't have to go out and buy anything new. Everybody has their favorite. So you guys don't forget to go over and watch Lori, Hardworking Mom, and we do have a Designing Gals Facebook page. You can watch our lives there as well. And then after Lori, you can go find Doreen's video if you hadn't watched it already. I think it's been out there most of the day already. And if you didn't watch Katie, go back and catch Katie, Crazy Maisie Creations, LLC. She was on before me. You can go watch the replay. And if you guys have any questions about what I've done, feel free to send me a message. I'll be glad to answer them in any way I can. Yeah, Amy, I use these makeup brushes. I pick them up at the Dollar Tree. So they're Wet n Wild. I think they're a blush. Maybe it's the blush brush. But I use these for all my painting. They last a long time. I get a lot of uses out of them. Hey, Kathy Murphy. Hey, Patricia. Thanks for joining, guys. So if you missed the beginning, I'm showing everybody how to paint a mason jar bathroom vanity set. And I'm going to come back at 7 o'clock tonight live on my page, Burlap Boutique AL. And I will finish these up. I'll show you how to distress them, how to clear coat them, how to decorate them, and what to use them for. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you. We just appreciate you guys coming and watching us. So I'm going to, I think I have one more jar to paint. I won't be offended if you go ahead and leave. I know it's just like watching paint dry, but that's exactly what it is. But go find Lori. She's going to be on in about 5 minutes on Hardworking Mom. And of course, we'll be back again next Thursday. This is my last one to paint. I'm going to let these dry, and then we'll come back and finish them. Appreciate everybody that tuned in today. Hey, Jody Harvey. We're almost finished. Yep, baby wipes are a good thing to have your hands on when you're painting. Have close by. They make for a good cleanup. All right, guys, this is my last jar here. So I'll be back at 7 o'clock tonight Central Time to finish up our jars. And we'll see you guys then. All right, everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching.